This is the work session. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is a work session, so we won't be making any decisions tonight, voting anything like that way. We always remind ourselves of that. We have one item on our agenda. It's landfill. So,
Sorry, still signing in. Hold on a second.
well, speed it up,
Sorry.
because you're on the clock, man.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, sorry about
you're fine.
I guess I'll join this. Guess I'll join the paper real quick. So, for the people who don't have a paper, we've had 55 fires at the landfill since November. I've got pictures, logs, you name it, all sorts of stuff. And so I've worked with council member Henry Schmidt on seeing about getting a list of the people and explaining kind of what's going on with your garbage. I mean, we talk at the landfill, but my reach is only just so far. And so what I'm hoping here tonight is, with the help of, obviously, you guys with the elections, you're still out about talking to people, taking this list and showing people that, hey, like, we're trying to not burn the county down, but it's not helping when we get massive piles of batteries hidden, concrete, I mean, anything that'll make a spark. And so we're just trying to educate the public here tonight and kind of give us some more information to where we don't have mattresses piling up at people's house or in the sagebrush or any of that. You know, we need to start getting the word to the community. Maybe it's time to let's clean up Gwinnett County, Evanston. I mean, so that's kind of what I'm here tonight to answer any questions or concerns. I mean, has anyone been out to the landfill recently?
No, but I need to go.
You should. Anyone else? I mean, it's been a while. You guys should come out and take a look at what your garbage is every single day.
We have some of the best garbage around.
Absolutely, because I
all think so.
Yeah.
absolutely. And serious it is. I probably touched every piece of garbage in here tonight generated by at least one of you guys. And real honesty, for the last 3 years.
Sorry
that's what I've
about
done.
that.
Yeah, well,
what say that?
we want it on the streets. I mean, I would prefer it up to the landfill. And so, like I said, I'm just asking for the help of the community. I mean, you guys are the next best step to get the words out.
What's your biggest, what's the biggest hazard? Batteries?
Battery, I mean, we accept batteries. We don't charge for them. It's just letting people know that you can bring them out here. I mean, we would prefer if you said, hey, I've got an old DeWalt battery that broke in half and I don't know what to do with it. Absolutely, bring it out. Let's please let the landfill that has the connections take care of it instead of sitting in a garage
And that includes,
in the dumpster.
even worse. Please don't throw it in the garbage
Well,
cans.
they had that fire in Bridger Valley just recently because they had
Right,
their Milwaukee batteries sitting in the garage.
exactly. The other worst one is the Power Wheels. Them little RC cars you get your grandkids that they drive around and then they sit around. Yeah, people don't pull them out. We run them over.
gotcha. So for the average consumer though, it's the AA, AAA.
I mean, they're not as bad, but if we could just say, hey, everyone, batteries aren't great for landfills. If we could recycle them, great. But I mean, really, it's start at the very beginning and just say, let's do what we can to get rid of them all.
Do we have a city, like for the small batteries that everybody uses that is so easy to chuck into the trash that is
So-
there one main container here that is closer?
I don't think they take the batteries anymore. So what I've started working on is there's a vape shop in town that I started personally just collecting their used vapes because I mean those pop too. I mean you can go anywhere and find 5 of them in the ground and I mean they're just a lithium battery so they're ready to go as well. So working on some of those things, it's just, I mean I'm only one person.
Gotcha.
So one of the issues that we have out there is with these batteries, doesn't matter whether they're little C batteries, lithium battery, whatever the battery, DAs, AAAs, all of those. The compactor's all steel. And then there's concrete, there's all kinds of debris, as you all know, everybody does stuff. And once those two connect, the steel and the concrete, that battery, that's
Dry garbage,
sparks
yeah.
immediately. And then like he says, we've had 54 fires out there.
3 of them today.
So even if the battery's dead, like when I take it out of my hearing aid or something, it'll still
I mean, just
cause
the,
a fire.
you gotta think, just the littlest thing will ignite a dry piece of, I don't know, leaf, grass, paper, I mean, anything that you throw away, that, I see it.
Methane gas,
Well,
obviously the
recycling
methane
centers
gas
always
is in
take
trash.
them.
That takes your batteries?
Yeah,
I didn't know they were still
Yes,
taking, but even better on you, thank you for
I
letting take
save
them.
them in a bag, and when I get it full, I take it out there.
Absolutely.
How do you take?
The recycling center, they've always.
Which-
taken them.
I didn't know they did, but great if they do, I mean, perfect.
So your batteries?
They've never.
Park City takes
I've
it
never
too.
had anybody bring a volunteer. I'm a
Right.
volunteer. Who turns up there. So.
No, they take.
No, they don't.
No.
Not anymore.
No, the TVs just come to the landfill and then we deal with them.
Waste.
Well, this sounds like a pretty, fairly easy solution to awareness and then community drop-off points, because nobody's gonna go out to the landfill for a couple of things
I mean,
and
we
make it
wish
easy.
you would.
Yeah.
We honestly wish everyone would come out to landfill and see what it's like. I mean, there's nothing like being out there and have a 45-mile-an-hour gust of wind blast you with sand and dirt and garbage, and it's great.
Mm.
We love it.
They don't pay you enough.
I mean, if you want to come see it in action, see what $1 million piece of equipment's like, yeah, let's. Just don't stand too close.
I got a couple questions for
Yes,
you.
sir.
The second page, page 3 or 4.
Okay.
Table 2, wastes not acceptable for disposal in an unlined CD landfill.
Mhm.
Now, our landfill is unlined, not lined.
I think it is. I thought it was mine.
I don't believe it is.
No, I can get that. Ours is on mine.
Never been lined. And which, so I guess the way I'm reading it is all these things then would now be unacceptable in our landfill.
Which 90% of this stuff shows up anyway. It's just,
Well, that's what I'm assuming, but I guess my and I don't want to complain here, but you've got down here garbage.
This come off of the EDQ's website, didn't it, Henry?
I mean, is that
Well, it came out of the regulations.
All the regulations on it.
does anybody,
I
does anybody else see the irony?
mean,
So then you go up a little bit. Drums and containers containing any waste. It's up from garbage, 6 or 8. And then
Probably.
you got industrial waste. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is there's several things on this list, and I don't want to be nitpicky, but they're not really clarified as to what garbage.
I'm glad that you caught that. Let's look into that. So, what do you guys think would be acceptable at
Anything that'll fit in the back of my truck.
the landfill? That's about what everyone else said. I
Assuming
get
that's
that.
probably what you see.
So, do you know when you come to the landfill, there's certain areas designated?
Sure.
Like, okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, when you guys clean out that kind of stuff, like I said, we have a once a year we do the household hazards clean where we take all the hazard. I mean, we're not supposed to
So
take
can
that
we
stuff.
take batteries? Can we encourage? So what I do, people call me, oh, I got this paint, you want it? I
Right.
said, no, I don't want it to be big. Well, you got the farmer cheap paint, and I said, no, I said, what you need to do is take the lid off, let it dry out, or, and then if it's completely dry, then you throw it away.
So what?
But if you, as one of us like this, I said, but the big thing, just wait, watch for that day that they're taking all the. Can we add batteries to that? Because
the county does.
So normally on that day, anyone that, or really what it is when we go out and sort it, if we find a battery, we set it off to the side, and the interstate guy comes and picks it up, and county pays for it.
You have on here glue. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is this list. I'm wondering if we don't need to, or I guess maybe I'm saying you guys, since the county operates this landfill, maybe this list needs to be reviewed a little bit more because you've got glues. I mean, I can't throw away an empty tube of Elmer's.
I would say an empty.
As long as it's empty, yes.
And if it's not-
or dry.
If it's not empty, what what threat does it pose? A little too bad. I'm just asking.
So there's a peak environmental, when we get new hires, we train them on these exact things. This is the kinds of things the landfill accepts, if it does, it doesn't, and, it's just great, I mean.
Yep.
With the glue, she could tell you exactly down to the thing of why that latex glue is bad for the municipal solid waste, which is, we're a solid waste facility, we're not supposed to take in liquids, which, I mean, she could break it down to you, and that's the thing is, we know, but most of the time when I tell people, hey, you can't have that, why not? It's garbage.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right, but the DEQ says there's certain things, and like I said, this list we probably have to go through. This is just what our book
because
said.
I mean, truly speaking, I mean, you got to admit, everybody in the room has thrown every bit of this
Right.
in their. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's
It's something or
exactly.
another.
I agree with you.
I mean, you've got adhesives.
And can you still put pink cans in if they're empty and dry?
Yeah. So what we do with the full paint cans is depending on the weight of like what kind it is, we'll just take it up on dry dirt, run over it, let it dry, and bury it in garbage. That's the procedure we have, but I mean most people don't know that.
So back to the fires, because that kind of concerns me. Do you, when there's a fire, do you put it out yourself, or do you have to call?
We either go dig in the garbage and pull it out with the hand and toss it in the dirt, or depending on how bad it is, I mean just cover it with dirt, smother it, and mark it on our GPS and our compactor that there was a hot spot in this area, and we don't put anything in it until 20 to 48 hours later, and we don't see nothing. Great, getting about our day.
When do we have to call our fire department on occasion?
We now have the equipment. Well, the only time we call the fire department is our clean wood pile, which we only burn in winter. I mean, like I said, if you come out, you'll be surprised how much wood that is ready to be burned. Other than that, it's just maintaining small fires where they don't grow. We don't want to call the fire department if we really don't have to. Honestly, no one wants to, so we try to keep it. But once it's beyond one push of it, yeah, we'll call them.
We shut down the landfill approximately an hour before we close the gate, so the operators can watch for fire, smoke, or anything hot spots. So prior to shutdown, they have to observe the area where they've been pushing the trash and so on to make sure that no fires have originated in that pile. If there is, then they extinguish it. But if it starts during the night, then it's going to be
We know
the
at least
fire department. I mean, it's not going to be a good thing because it's going to burn because of the methane gases and everything else.
And that's happened before years ago, and it's bad for the fire department too.
We
Because
had-
you got aerosol cans blowing up, it's dangerous for them. You got all sorts of crap out there.
So I'm tracking the money
Problematic.
aspect. Anytime we do this is money, taxpayer money for the fire, as well as the hazard. I'm not dismissing that. That's my number one. But from this, it's like, what do you put towards it? So what's the number one cause of fires?
It's a 130,000 pound piece of equipment made to shove garbage in the ground, keep it from going, and that, I mean,
So it's sparks, or is it
pressure,
batteries? Is it methane? Is it it's a combination of
All of the
everything?
above.
I mean, dry garbage, battery, anything that will ignite. I mean, like I said, 130,000 pound piece of metal that's just pumping garbage in the ground. It don't take a.
But you feel like the best solution, I'm trying to come up with past the problem, the solution is like a big chunk of this would be batteries, yeah?
I would, yeah.
Batteries?
Batteries, and it's
So-
just information to the public. I mean, like I said, people throw it away not realizing it.
Sure.
It's just, hey, there's better ways to discard batteries. There's better ways to discard full 5-gallon cans of gas that's nasty that you can't do anything with.
There's not only we don't only find batteries, but I know they're vigilant. The drivers are vigilant about the propane canisters. We get the 5-pounders. We get the small ones. There's all kinds of gases and stuff. So they're collecting them every day. I mean, they're collecting them out of the piles every day before they run over because they will ignite.
So there's propane and
So,
There's
so,
everything you can imagine.
so one thing,
trying to find a solution.
if we're having people hold on to their batteries until they can use, so the 9 volt, the little 9 volts, or even when they're dead, if they get plugged together, they touch, they can cause a house fire. And so when I take those out, I always tape them and then I write bad on them.
Right.
So they don't, but I don't know if everybody knows that because they throw those batteries in the drawer, in the junk drawer, and they touch, or they touch a piece of metal, it'll burn the whole house down.
Can I make a suggestion of what they
I
do?
understand, yeah.
And there's just a lot of things that are just kind of vague. I mean, it's like, what does exactly that mean? And I'm wondering if some,
I can get Clay Baird and we can put it on. Like I said, this
That's
is
fine.
pulled out of
I'm trying to
our.
find my spot.
Yeah, sorry about that.
and then maybe some kind of maybe work with the newspaper to provide some
This is,
radio, whatever, with some public education kind of things.
let's put this as baby steps. Very first step of just awareness. You know, we'll figure solutions here. I mean, at least you guys now know.
What do you have to do?
So you have a regular charge to go to the landfill, right? If you show up.
Depending on what you have, yep.
If you go to some of your larger landfills, the gas bill, several other ones, they have a flat charge. You just show up with a load, they're gonna charge you $45.
Okay.
If you show up with a load that is separated so that they know every stop you're gonna make, if you go drive through the Castle landfill, they got about 30 different stops. From
Right.
recycling, the batteries, you name it. And it's a little assembly line until you get to whatever your regular dump is, and then you pull out.
Right.
They basically are saying if you show up with a load that we have to sort through so we don't damage or start a fire, you're going to get charged double for it. But if you show up with a load that is completely sorted, and we can see that it's completely sorted and you're going to make the stops, then you get a discount off on that charge. So you're
So,
getting rewarded for showing us what you got, plus you're going to make sure that it gets sorted.
so we kind of have that. It's $85 to sort. I mean, when I have to take my dozer and flip a bunch of stuff over to find all sorts of pipes and stuff. I mean, I'll show you here a picture in a minute. But when I first started, I about got impaled by a telephone pole. I mean, got bent up, almost went through the cabin. So we were very, very serious on like sorting through stuff. We don't want to charge people that. We're not about trying to make a dime on it. We just we want
you figure out whatever the charge needs to be
Right.
in that sense, but you need to tell people, like, if you're going to come out here, we'll reward you for us not having to sort through your stuff.
right. So good. Absolutely, we'd be willing to try that. Just like I said, it's getting the awareness out to people. I mean,
I've been up the line. I know we have stops.
Right.
You got your free wood pile, you've got your refrigerators, you've got those type of stops. And we're a small landfill compared to, say, a Castle.
right.
But if you look at the way they run their assembly line through things, you've got things sorted, they're happy.
Right.
Here you go, here's a reward for going through. Come through with a big old pile that we don't know what's in there, well then you're gonna pay for it.
Right. So far, we kind of done that, right, Henry? It's like I said, it's the occasional people that I don't see out there. I mean, the garbage trucks. I know almost every city worker that comes out there. You know.
So that was the next thing I was gonna get to, is ask you, is it more of the people that are coming and dumping these big loads? Or is it the garbage truck in the city, if somebody threw it in their trash can and ends up in the city and is about landfills?
So take the nights in.
And we can't trace it back to who did that.
Right. So take the nights in. They brought us 250 mattresses. That took up a bunch of space. You know, I mean, I can go show you where I was standing 3 years ago. Like, really, that much trash? Oh yeah. So the landfill's trying to work on, but like those things. I mean, the roofers are a outside source. They don't know. Throw sheets of metal, big concrete, poles, pipes. It's just a dumpster landfills, and that's what it is. I mean, the occasional battery that broke on the land.
But at the end of the day, it's just like you said before the store. It comes down to money. If we're going to bring something in, it's going to end up being
Right.
causes issues.
I love that idea, because I'm about to I need to put together a load. Now, if I knew that beforehand, I would pack my trailer, but it never occurred to me. Because of this conversation, I will divide it, but
Make sure you tell
yes, what?
It's gonna be tarps too, on the way out.
Yes,
Yes,
please talk. I mean, I
Well,
don't.
it's hard to double.
Yeah.
And yesterday, I would have just thrown everything all together.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would get your attention.
Yeah, that's
So-
That was a flagpole that someone threw away.
Wow.
Didn't know it was there, and about the time that we ran it, it curled up, and I mean, just about went to the cab. I mean, if I didn't have brown pants on, I did now.
So,
But you know, it's things like this that we just want to tell the public that it's okay to get rid of. Just please let us know that it's here. I mean, you know, we're not against anyone bringing garbage. We just want to make sure that it's getting in the right spots and getting taken care of properly.
and I wish people would just take all their green stuff over here.
And we tell them to that all the time. I mean, we try to tell people that bring compost, look, the city, they use it. We don't want to charge you for it, take it to the city. Same thing with the wood pile. We have to charge something, but there's always cheaper routes.
Okay.
I thought that our landfill was mine. I thought it was a law now. We had to have one.
We put ours in right before, we were one of the last
Still in line.
landfills that got put in before that required lighting. We were one of the very last ones.
Which the Bridger Valley Transfer Station, do you know about that one? I'm taking care of that one as well, which they're almost ready to dig a new CNBD pit over there for that as well.
So what do you do about apartment complexes like where I live? I mean, I look at this and I think, oh my gosh, I mean, people are throwing all kinds of stuff in the garbage and it goes into the dumpster and nobody sorts it. So what do you do?
We sort it. We sort it in. I mean, try to tell people as much as we can. Hey, you know, please separate. I get it if it's expensive to split loads in you know big commercials. When grandma dies and you just want to clean out everything. Just let us know. Hey, grandma or grandpa had a bunch of gas cans and automobile parts, and we just cleaned it. Okay, perfect. Well, we'll be expecting to see a bunch of metal in there. At least we can kind of push it for it. It's just when we show up and then we go to push it, and all of a sudden you bounce out of that compactor. You can only imagine what you're running over.
Does the city, when the city trucks come in, you put them in a certain spot versus anybody else's dumping? Or is it just you're at one spot and then we cover and move to another
So
spot?
we try to keep them in a line. When garbage starts getting stacked out, we lose and forget and like, oh, hey, maybe that guy did say he had a couple batteries, wasn't sure, and now it's pushed. So we try to keep them in a line to where it's that city had something in there. Just so you're aware, you know, we tell the drivers, hey, that last load had a bunch of batteries in it. Just make sure the next time that you go down that street, you make sure that you're aware of that. Because, I mean, I would hate to have to call the city and say your garbage truck's on fire halfway to the landfill.
Didn't think about that. So that garbage trucks know where they're coming from. Like they dump and you see that, you can say, well, that was in the area
And,
where it came from, I guess.
well, not only that, you remember the guy that murdered his wife down in Salt Lake City come up here and got busted? Did you ever hear about that? So they ended up throwing all the stuff in the garbage, went up the landfill. People had to go dig through the landfill. So we got to try to keep track of, okay, 2 hours ago, 3 cities, 4 compacts were in this area. If someone come up and said, hey, there could be X, Y, Z, well,
There we go.
good luck.
We know an area of town each day.
That's what I'm
throughout the
saying.
area, But you're talking 300-400 cans a day.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying you need to keep a really good close eye.
Right,
It's just,
But I mean, at least we could say, hey, it came on the first load that popped. I mean, good luck. It could be anywhere from wherever they started at 6 till when they showed up at 10 or 11.
it was again, it was Tuesday at 10 o'clock. You could maybe trouble. Maybe it's probably right.
But at least
I'm
in
not,
that.
I'm telling you, Gordon, you need a spreadsheet of
Hey,
detail.
you know that-
Every trash. No.
That brings up a question, Gordon, about one of them trucks. About how many garbage cans does one of them hold?
It's more of a cubic foot. Ours
Sure.
are 24 or 27 cubic feet. they average 5 to 7 tons of ish.
I think on the heaviest I've seen was like 9, but I mean, yeah, way pushed
So
over.
there's no way to know about how many garbage cans that is. How many?
How many cans they got before they have to go out?
Yeah,
It all depends on the volume. Because
sure.
If,
If they were all
if a
full,
bunch of them are half full, you can put on 50 more than you would another day. So it's. And we
So
have
I
trucks
don't
on
really
fire
wanna
without
publish this in the paper.
And like I said, let's just take this as baby steps. As we're just a group of people talking that we could possibly start just getting the word, and then when we pass something final, I would bring you.
Probably put this in.
I mean, yeah, some of this stuff that is for sure happening.
now that brings up a question too. Does this issue with the $30 a mattress, was it the motel that facilitated that, or has mattresses always been an issue?
So for the last 3 years, we haven't charged for matches
Okay.
at all. Not a dime, not nothing. So when Days Inn said that they had a bunch of mattresses, they were going to bring me 250. The Nights Inn was going to bring me 250. It's like, okay, at some point we have to say maybe not. No, like let's. And so I have a company out of Utah that recycles them. I mean, they tear them down, they scrap them down to the very, right down to the metal, to the cloth, and I mean, Rock Springs is doing that with them. So we're gonna try the 30. So what?
Recycle them.
Yeah. So what it is the people pay for the shipping and the tear down, but the county is sacrificing its time for the employees, its county's diesel, all that stuff. So we're kind of splitting the cost of, we'll help out for the first month, but pretty much, the people are gonna have to pay for the rest. I mean,
And that is not to dispose of it, but rather than to keep it in a spot and then somebody will come and get it and recycle.
yep, we'll put it in a trailer and they'll be shipped out every month.
A recycled mattress is fairly.
Yeah, it's we gotta. Try.
I'm good.
Yeah, we gotta try something. I
Okay,
mean,
I get it. Yeah,
if it doesn't work, well, at least we will still
Sure.
take them. But it's
Okay.
just trying to
just curious.
do something for the future. I mean, we got to save some space, especially with all the new projects coming in.
Yeah.
So
We've been what? You think 2, but I think we've got like 4 hotels involved.
right.
Those are mattresses I did not want to touch.
Neither do
Well,
I.
that's just it.
but
I'm thinking, you got the store that's advertising recycled mattresses. I'm thinking,
Well, I think they're scrapping them. Aren't they?
They're
I know.
pretty much
You know
what they do.
what I'm
But Honda, Utah, there's a
I
bunch of
hope
people.
so. Don't
I won't
put that
fresh.
in my head.
Fresh
I
out
don't
of the landfill.
I was gonna say, there's people that that's their job. They've dedicated to going and touching other people's mattresses, not me. So they'll do it.
I'll set one aside for each one of you.
Well, I appreciate that. I'll keep that in mind.
I'll
Keep that in mind. Yeah.
I was gonna say last time I was at the landfill, the person at the scales was just surly and
Can you
didn't
imagine?
smile
Can you imagine
and-
why dealing with people's garbage and then they want to come tell you about their thoughts and their opinions and you did this wrong and it was your. Happy to have you at the landfill. Thank you.
It was actually Henry. It was the first time I got to meet him actually.
Okay. Anything else you want us to know?
Nope, that's it. Like I said, just some information for
Appreciate
you
it.
guys.
Appreciate the discussion.
So do we have a black and white answer for what to do with batteries?
If you got a bunch of batteries, bring them out landfill. We'll gladly take care of them.
But what if we have just a couple of flashlights that we change out?
Give me a call and I'll pick them up for you.
You can also
Okay.
drop them off at Juice City Vapor.
Where?
Don't shh.
We just can't.
So
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's the vape shop that I'm working
Oh,
on.
okay.
How many batteries do you think you have?
Well, I'm just like, it's like a flashlight, maybe once or twice a year, change the battery.
So with that being said, sorry, your name is
I'm Greg.
Greg Mason. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So what do you think the
So half
public
a
should know?
dozen D-cell batteries a year.
Do you think that the city or the county should put a plate thing for those kinds of stuff? Should there be a
Oh,
pass?
I don't know. I'm just wondering, is there a good, easy answer?
50-gallon blue bucket right
I
out
mean,
there.
there's obviously some liabilities about bad batteries. It's just I'm just curious what your thoughts are, being
Just
that you're
just
here
want
and you-
something- I just want someplace easy to take
Both
it.
sides with
Yeah, we're just flashlight batteries. We're trying to take them so I don't cause fires.
like I said, if you want to bring them out to the landfill, we would gladly take them. It's just, do you ever come out to landfill?
Yeah, maybe once every year.
Right. So with that once a year, if you want to bring us a bunch, or
I mean, the reality of that is of that discussion, and I appreciate it, but the reality of it is nobody's gonna go to drive to landfill for a couple of
Right, they're gonna,
and you're not coming in.
absolutely, like I said, it's one of
Would
those
that be
real
too
conversations
dangerous, or
we
would
just
we
have.
fill it up fast enough if we did a community drive?
Not too sure what to do there, that's kind of where we're at, is what's the next step to help you guys.
Yeah,
But if we were filling it up, and we can
Yeah.
have Henry take it every Tuesday, he's got 2 more years.
Maybe if there was an individual drop-off point place for them.
Like, I would,
90% of the public doesn't even, or isn't aware of this.
So we
Right,
can't,
so like I
the-
said,
how many
so
people
the
want to
collection
sit in the
point
council?
is,
Thank you.
like I said.
Okay.
This is just.
so we can't do a collection.
Yeah.
fee, is what I'm-
When the county does their hazardous
Yeah,
waste.
a lot of people probably use it.
But at least.
So Mason,
So it's part of the community.
I think, like I said,
I might put in about the batteries and the fires and
and all of a
please
sudden
take
you
the
go,
batteries out.
Would
I'll just
you-
cover that, but
Would
if
you
you
put
would,
that in there?
I'll put
so
that.
hot.
Like I said, I'll work on the list, it was just more of a sit down and talk with you guys and kind of get you.
That's what I was asking, because I'm trying to find a solution to that,
Yes, we do.
and something that would be
Yeah, I
used by
got
the
it.
community.
You have questions?
So what if you get a big container and put some good in it, okay? One of those, you have it sitting around town someplace, people can dump it in and the goop makes it.
Neutralize that.
So I had about 37 goops, what, I mean, just, sorry, what it like,
I don't know. I'm
oh,
not a
so it's,
chemist, but
like I said, how did, that's kind of hard to tell unless I got real brave and,
Yeah, I don't.
It's not everybody's
I
gonna
don't
drive
think the
out to
city
the
won't do
landfill
anything.
and like I said, I get that.
with the
But-
batteries.
So maybe
Sit on that,
sit
sit
there,
down.
they're gonna throw other things.
I think a starting place is with the school teachers,
Well, that's
because
what I kind
as
of
a former teacher,
I was envisioning
I
like
would
a
be
15
throwing
gallon
glue
blue
sticks
drum.
away,
Oh,
and
that's-
the
And
battery.
Right.
and we have this.
Yeah, it's just the more you know, right?
Yeah.
Like,
But maybe
And then the
schools,
camera, people would be less likely, it's right there, we can use it in the post office, but if they're gonna get fired.
Hang on a second, guys, we're a lot of talking here.
We're not inventing the wheel here, are we?
no,
What
it's
do
just,
other cities do?
that's the thing is I'd have to go talk to them. I'm starting public right here with this group of people, just kind of at least letting you know about what your garbage is, and then from here on out, I'm all ears.
I guess what I would suggest is you guys as a county who operates the landfill, go through this list, figure out what your issues are,
Right.
what remedies you propose, what mitigating efforts you would like to see, and then come back and let us know.
What other landfills do?
So if we just take this sheet and that one, everyone's good with just these two, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
I think a small solution is just do your best to separate your trash right now.
Sure.
I mean, if you get 25% reduction, if people started separating their trash in some form or fashion, I mean, we do our best to recycle at our house. Sure, it's just my wife, and then on that, but
Me too.
we do your best to recycle and separate, and then we can go from there.
Anything's better than nothing.
Public awareness and education. Appreciate it very much.
Yeah, thank you for,
Any other questions for Mr. Thank you. Appreciate
thank you
coming.
guys,
Thank you.
like I said, appreciate you.
That being our agenda, we will be done. Thank you, everyone.
Say.